there are core values or a legacy that I think of when I think of my family's history, there are a few things. I think about the importance of our relationship to the natural world around us and how these people lived a life that was so intimately tied to that. Whether it was the things that they grew in their garden, the fruit trees in their yard, to the animals they hunted, the fish they caught, right? They had to be people who were immersed in some way in natural processes. We live now in an age of packaged food and packaged experience and packaged knowledge, and these were people who would not have even understood that notion. And as a part of making their living off of what surrounded them, it was, at the heart of that was taking care of each other. Right? It was really building the kind of family businesses that fed off of each other, sometimes directly helped each other, right? And saw to the future of the family.
We were honest, that we were hardworking, that we didn't cheat people. I don't think Daddy ever charged anybody anything for anything he shouldn't have, or nobody brought their car back and said, "Hey, it won't work and you cost me too much," or they were good people.
The values that I learned from my grandma and grandpa are integrity. You do the right thing. You do something, you do it right the first time. There's no sense in doing it half-assed and doing it again. You do it right, and then when you're done, you put everything back where you found it. and that's the rule of life, with everything you do in life. You do it the best you can, you do it right the first time, and you take care of cleaning up the mess.
The values and the knowledge imparted from our grandparents, Harold and Martha Miller, the self-reliance, the know how to do things, solve your problems, that has permeated throughout our family extensively. I mean, it's cool to ask for help, but you really got to be able to depend upon yourself. Our family is full of entrepreneurs, self-employed go-getters. That's what we are. We are not corporate lackeys. We don't work for companies. We're all problem solvers and self-reliant made people.
The values from my family are, I guess it's survival no matter what. Fix whatever needs to be fixed. You can do it. Pick up the pieces you have and do it and put them together and you can do it. I grew up in a time before Google and before all this technology where I didn't have that to rely on. I know when I was going to college and the plumbing in my trailer broke. And I just knew I could do it. So I just tipped at the beds and took out the stuff and did it, replumbed my trailer. It's just kind of an inner knowing that I'm capable of doing whatever's there to be done.
Another thing that they taught me was you got to have some fun. It's not just all about all work and no play. And I learned that from my grandpa. My grandma didn't really party. She laughed, but it was kind of almost a forced laugh, where Grandpa could just laugh, and it was just crazy. And he'd go to town and he would dance, and Grandma liked to go to town and dance too, but more so with Grandpa, I think. It was really important for me to see both sides of it. The working hard, then the playing, and that's one of the things I've taken. You gotta have fun.